In this section of the video, we will guide into the steps required for creating a bridge service on the ONT. For the purpose of this demo, we have considered the following setup. So there is a data server which runs a DSCP server on the uplink, and we have an OLT. The OLT uplink physical port Ethernet port number 8 is connected to the data server, and the PON port number 5 is connected to a ONT3, which I will shortly show you in the GUI. And this ONT's physical Ethernet port number 2 is connected to a laptop of this MAC address. So we can verify that this MAC address belongs to a Dell laptop. Next is the list of steps required to create a bridge service. So step 1, we detect the ONT and check whether the ONT status is fine. And step 2, we create the GPON side profiles, the bandwidth and the TCON, and we describe the VLAN operation that needs to be performed. Step 3, we attach the traffic profiles to the ONT. And step 4, we create the L2 side ELAN services. So in step 2 and 3, we perform the operations on this side of the network. And in the step number 4, we perform the operations required towards the L2 or the Ethernet side of the configuration. Step 4, we create the L2 side ELAN services. We add the SNI flow point and the GEM flow points for each ONT. And step 5, we will check whether the traffic has been set. Now let's straight away start into the service configuration. We log into the OLT. So I have OLT here. I already logged in here. So we can see this is the home page of the OLT. This is the IP address of the OLT, and this is the MAC address, which is the ONT on which we want to perform the service creation. We open the Manage ONT page. So the ONT number 3451, this is the serial number. So this ONT is activated and ready. I want to perform the service configuration on the physical port 2. As this is a bridge service, let me ensure that the port is in bridge mode. So I open the ONT in a new window, navigate down and click the Ethernet ports. Here I can see the port number 2, and here we see the port number 2 is in the bridge mode. There are two modes, IP mode and bridge mode. It's in the required mode, bridge. I start creating the profile. So I go to the GPON folder, traffic configuration, and then I create a upstream bandwidth profile. So there are different types of TCONs. Typically, we will use the type 3 TCON for data services. So I showed as 10 Mbps, maximum bandwidth of 100 Mbps with a assured bandwidth of 10 Mbps. Next, we encapsulate the upstream profile in a TCON service profile. So now the TCON service profile is created. Into this, I would encapsulate in the TCON mapping profile. I need to go to the required VLAN tag operation. The ingress tagging here is untagged because the packets coming out of a laptop are typically untagged packets. So these packets are received into the ONT via the Ethernet port. That is why the ingress tagging should be untagged. I would like the outgoing packets from the ONT towards the upstream direction into the OLT. It needs to be on a VLAN. So that VLAN is called the egress tagging. So I apply that VLAN here. The remaining settings can be kept default. So now my VLAN tag operation has been applied. We can see here an untagged packet is getting tagged and then sent to the upstream. So we need to encapsulate that into the upstream traffic profile. I'll give a name here. There are three types of interfaces in the ONT: the physical Ethernet port, and then the virtual WAN ports, and the IP host ports, which are used for handling the voice services. So since it's a bridge service, directly I would like to apply this on the physical Ethernet port. So coming back to my diagram, I need to apply it on the port number 2. So I select the port number 2 here, and then the VLAN operation. There's only one type of TCON which I have nominated in my bandwidth profile, so I will select only one here. There are total available 8. Click on create. Next, I come back here and verify that my upstream traffic profile is created. I finished the step number 2. I need to go to step number 3 and attach the traffic profiles to the ONT. So we see here ONU profile configuration. I need to attach the profile here to this ONT. Apply a tick mark and select this. TCON profile I pick from here, and then the VLAN operation which I require I pick from here. So both of them I attach it here. We get the message successfully attached. I go back here and verify that the traffic profiles have been uploaded to the ONT. So quickly, I finish the GPON set and I go to the L2 site. I go to the step number 4. So click on reload menu. Go to service switch, service provisioning, and VLAN services. I already created a flow point template for the VLAN 700. You can see here. So I directly go and create the service. So down below, there's an option here. It says auto create gem flow points. So I can enable it and keep it true. I click on create. I go back to the service window again. Click on add flow point. My uplink port, physical port is here, port number 8. I need to apply the VLAN number 700 on this port. And remaining settings are default. I click on create. So I keep this auto create false for now. Let me go back and add the flow point for the ONT number 3 on PON port number 5. So the PON port 5 is corresponded here with the PON lag 205 ID. So PON port number 1 would be 201 and PON port number 10 would be 210. So I select here the bridge service. I see that the VLAN service has been successfully created here. So I completed all these steps. So now I need to go and check for the traffic. Let us see the MAC addresses of the client and the data server appears here. So we open the service in a new window. Here we have a tab which is mentioned as dynamic unicast FTP entries. Here we can view the MAC addresses involved in the service. Here we can quickly view here. So this is the uplink port 8. Here we have a server of this MAC address, and we can see here on the GPON side or on the ONT side, we have received the MAC of the laptop here, C8CD. So this successfully proves that we have made a successful bridge service. We can also check the traffic flow by seeing the packet counters. Now let us see the traffic flow. We can go back to the VLAN services. Here we can see the performance counters. So we directly click on the performance counter of the GEM channel. There's a flow of packets TX and RX. So we refresh the page, we can see the increase in the packets. This proves that the traffic has been established. Let us note the gem ID, this is a 343, then the current interval, the gem channel, on port number 5 and ONT number 3. So the gem channel 343. Click on submit. See here there is a capture of TX and received frames. So TX bytes and received bytes. So if you refresh, we can see the packets are increasing. Proves that the ONT is working fine. Next, we can also monitor the traffic at the uniport level or at the physical port of the ONT itself. So let's open the ONT. So navigate into the ONT, Ethernet ports, the port number 2. We can see there's a button here, performance. See here the packet flow is captured, received octets and TX octets. So that's it. We have successfully completed the demonstration of the procedure for creating a bridge service on the ONT.